long and y'all didn't even battle yet. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's Nah, they had a little interaction on the 2-on-2. That's when all that other shit happened. You know what I mean? We got distracted.
Yeah, that don't really count. That don't really count though. They
we got distracted, but
that ain't the that's the cut though. That was the cut though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the straight drop. We need the straight drop.
We need that straight drop.
Yo, Banks.
Plug.
Yo, Banks.
What up, Smack?
Yo, you see what's going on? September 21st, we in London, you know what I'm saying? Summer Madness, you know what I mean? Twerk versus Loaded Lux, man. Like, what's your opinion? What's your views on that? Do you like that battle? Why? Talk to me, bro.
Of course. I mean, I think it starts with the actual MCs. Like, they like the battle. You know what I mean? Like, they got a higher respect for each other. I think that's where it starts. It plays a big part. You know what I mean? Like, not to knock on, prior battles or whatever, but when you got two MCs that got respect for each other, it's like they owe it to each other to perform. And then I hate to break it to the fans, but everybody else comes secondary. The respect they got for each other, I feel like is going to bring out the best versions, of themselves and what they do, and then we all get to reap the benefits of that. So it's a style clash.
I agree.
They both good. They both play off words. On some real shit, like just sitting back, they might be two of the most unpredictable battle rappers as far as scheming and cadence. Like, it's not a coincidence that Twerk always could like call out what another nigga's doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like he takes pride in being completely unpredictable. And Lux has one of the most complex writing setups that we've ever seen. So I think that right there, that fits all the criteria for a classic battle. I'm excited.
Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? We had put that together, you know what I mean, just to shake it up one time because they both writers too. Because Twerk's pen game is very like a little complex too, and it's very witty as well. He jump in different pockets, and you know what I'm saying. Reference different things. It's gonna be a movie, like you know what I mean. I can't wait for it. I'm hyped. I'm feeling like this is Summer Madness 2 again. You heard?
Yeah,
I remember you was in the building for Summer Madness 2.
That's a fact, yo.
You remember the energy? You know what I'm saying?
That shit was crazy, man. That's why it's ill to just, be around, and watch the culture pan out through this time. Like, these guys are superstars, man. These guys are legends now. You know what I'm saying? Cal, T-Top, Tay-Rock, the list goes on and on. All these guys we talking about, Twerk, Lux, these are all legends, man. Like, they were a part of, they transcend time, because music marks time. So you can go back and you can listen to a certain record in hip hop, and it'll remind you what you were doing, what kind of money you were getting, where you were at in life at that time. I think the battles do the same. Shout out to my guy Surf. Like, it's certain battles that I watch annually. You know what I'm saying? I go back and watch certain battles because it marks time, and it puts me in that nostalgia space. And it's dope to just see these guys, I know we don't hear it enough, but shit, I'll be the first to tell y'all, man, and what y'all do in y'all craft, y'all guys are legends. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should have some type of just awards. Like, motherfuckers got lifetime achievement awards. Like, it's one thing to win a battle, but y'all won in life as far as achievements in this culture of ours. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. I appreciate that was like, one of the objectives of the visions of building a culture where, we could, formulate a new form of hip hop entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, motherfuckers used to just battle with numbers, Banks. Like, who had the most sound scans and shit. Every Tuesday, motherfuckers go look and see who sold the most records and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was the the thing of like, how you could talk your shit against a different artist. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's the ill thing? Not to cut you off. You know what's the ill part about it too, Smack? Like, I don't know if y'all remember, like, I might be telling my age, but back then they used to have like some shit called like Hood to Hood DVD. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people that never really went nowhere introduction to like different dialogue and lingo and lifestyle and how people look and dress in different places. Like, you know, like when I went on my first mixtape tour, this is like early 2000, 2001. Like, it was my first time going to Detroit, my first time going to Cincinnati, Seattle, Milwaukee, the Bay. This is my first time going to all these places and being introduced to the culture shock of what was going on and what was dominant in those areas. And I think the battle rap is kind of like played that role as well, right? You go to Chicago, you got my son Tuna, you know what I mean? Or you go to the Midwest, you got Cal and all them. So, and you know, to go to St. Louis, of course, you got the top guys out there. So it also introduced battle rap, you know, around the world. But it gave us an idea of what it's like where they're from at the same time. So that was another role the battle rap played.
That was fire.
Word. That's a fact. Hey, yo, Banks, another question real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? When I be having conversations with people, right? You know what I mean? When it comes down to, like, you know, mainstream artists, you know what I mean? And when we talk about battle rap, we be saying, like, if there was a mainstream artist that could transition to battle rap, who would it be? Your name is always in that conversation, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Banks. They be talking about Banks, Fab, you know what I'm saying? A couple of other people. Like, would you ever jump in this battle rap arena? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, for the love or the art form and, you know what I'm saying? Just being a lyricist. Would you ever jump in this battle rap space just to, you know, participate just for the love of the culture?
You know, us as MCs, we always, you know, dance with those ideas. You know what I mean? We come from, you know, having ciphers and battles in the street. You know, that's where we come from. So of course it crosses my mind. But I don't know. I ain't gonna say never. You know, it's an honor. You know what I'm saying? I love that I get that respect from my peer. You know what I'm saying? I say peer because I look at it as all the same. You know what I mean? Like, an MC is an MC, and that's dope. That, because let's not get it twisted. You know, as an artist, we compromise or tend to compromise early in our career because we're growing into who we are as a writer, as an MC, as an artist in general, you know? So in hindsight, it's always like that would be my question, right? Like, if as a battle rapper, like looking back into your career, like 10 years ago, your first, second, or third pay-per-view, or, you know, big battle, whatever it was, like, is this something you would change material-wise? Because that's how I look at shit. Like, if I could go back, the writer now, if I could go back 15, 20 years ago, what I would have changed, because we got better. So that's always something that crossed my mind just through time. But to answer your question, I really don't know. I think about it a lot because my skill set comes from a similar background. So I know I could do it. I definitely could do it. But, you know, I don't want to, you know, put that out there. You know how the community go crazy.
Word.
Niggas would be on.
Niggas gonna be looking for you to jump in the ring tomorrow. Like, yo.
They gonna be on me. Is that Geechee in here?
Yo, pull Geechee up if he in a building. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Shout out to Geechee Gotti. I don't know, Smack. I know I ain't no slouch. I know that. I'm fucking dangerous.
Hear you.
I'm fucking dangerous, Cal. You know I'm dangerous.
I know already.
But like I said, man, y'all still got and I know, Smack, I know you always trying to innovate and, you know, lift the culture and do new things, but man, like when I talk to DNA and shit, I always be saying that, like, my thing is the night of the legends, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see a night of the legends. Like, I heard Cal say he never battled Head Ice. Like, you guys are the pillars of this shit, you know? And even if it's just for one weekend, I would love to see that. All legends.
Yeah, we you know what I mean, we working. You know what I mean? You know, be a lot of politics in this shit.
That's a fact.
A lot of politics. But we gonna make something happen. Y'all
gotta sit at the table. I ain't gonna front, man. Yo, you know what I enjoy? Just from watching on the outside, I always enjoyed the interactions between between the artists, you know, you, yourself, Smack, and just the conversations that were, to me, those was the dopest interviews, the interviews that would just happen on the fly when they be like 10 of them outside the venue just popping their shit, or in a hotel popping their shit. Like, I think that's what the culture needs to see too. I know it's really hard to get everybody in one place at the same time, but I would love to see that you know, that board, you know, of the MCs and the actual people behind it, and just communicate and see that camaraderie y'all build over time, man. You know, that shit is nostalgic for me, brother. I can't, you know, I would love to see that. But, you know, it's the same thing as in mainstream hip hop and shit. That's why I always, even these platforms like Spaces on Twitter, I always tell people, make sure you enjoy the moment, because it might not be another moment that equals up to that time. You know, don't just take shit for granted. Like me with the mixtape, me in the mixtape era, that was like one of the biggest highlights of my life. You know, rest in peace to Justo. Those are times.
Mixtape awards, you know what I mean? Brother Just, word.
Those are times we can't get back. I still got my plaques for going to Hot Wax and going to, you know, 165 and picking up the bootleg. Yeah, picking up the tapes and the CDs and the DVDs. Now these shits are like ancient artifacts now, you know? So we got to just keep that in mind and appreciate the moment. Like, even everybody in here now, like, taking these moments, man, because we don't know what the next platform is going to be and if it will be as good as this one, you know?
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Yo, Bank, one more question, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to hip-hop, lyrics, and lyricism, everybody be asking everybody who's their top five. I need to know your top five, because you're in a lot of people's top five. Who's Lloyd Banks' top five?
What you mean? In which region? Which you
want to do, battle rap, or you want to just do lyrics? Like, you know what I mean? You're a lyricist, so I definitely want to see, like, who motivates your pen. You know what I'm saying?
All right, top five. Jay.
All right, Ho.
I'm not giving an order. Do I gotta give an order, or?
Nah. You could just, you know what I mean? Just if they in there, they in there.
All right, Jay, Nas, Big. Jay, Nas, Big. I would say Scarface, and I'll probably go. It's tough, bro. It's tough to just do five. Rakim.
God.